Service business owner, Matthew here from Colossal, and I've got an issue with my voice. Excuse me, Matthew from Colossal, buckle up, because I am going to show you how to create email campaigns. Yes, automated email campaigns in Mammoth, BH Mammoth, big, hairy Mammoth. Business owners want to do this all the time. They want to run ads, or they want to have a lead magnet. That's like a free PDF thing on your website that gets your leads to give you their email address, because let's be real, their contact details is exactly what you want, delicious. And then once they give you their email, you deliver their lead magnet and you just hit them. You just hit them with value. You just keep hitting them with value, with so much valuable information, like I'm doing with this video, with the idea that they engage with you and they trust you because they realize that you know your stuff. What I'm trying to do in this video. Hopefully I don't stuff it up and then you start to think that Matt doesn't know his stuff. Let's roll. Okay, first thing we want to do, we want to click on marketing. This assumes you've written up your emails, by the way. I'm just going to show you the functionality. I'm not going to show you how to write a killer email campaign because I'm just not that cool. We're going to click on templates. I'm just a tech dude here. I'm the plumber, not the designer. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to create template. We want blank template. We can go to design editor. Design, I could probably do a whole new video on that. That's not the purpose here. We're going to get into cooler things. What the heck did I just do with my hair? Okie dokie. So let's delete this. Actually delete this. Click the delete button. I want to make you a paragraph here. And I'm just going to say hi contact dot first underscore name. And then I'm just going to say this is email campaign 1. Your lead magnet can be downloaded here. Link winky. There it is. Okay, I can't do that. I can't have myself seriously if I do that. We're gonna put in here link. Okay. Cheers. And we're gonna put in here location.name. That's your business name. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. We're gonna call this 01 email campaign. 01 to denote, to make it clear that it's the first email. I'm going to quit out of that. Can we duplicate from here? I don't think so. I'm going to go back. Then what we're going to do is go here. I'm going to move myself here. We're going to, so 01 email campaign is here. Also, we can do this for you, by the way. Depending on which plan you're on, how much you want to use us for, we can do this for you. But if you just want to use Mammoth Lite, or maybe you actually just use high level, which is what we use. By using Mammoth, you get access to our customer support and all the work that comes along with it. But hey, maybe you're using high level yourself and you're just using all this free information. I won't hold it against you. It's okay. Hey, I've done it to people too. It's how we roll. So we're going to click here, and we're going to click clone. And I'm going to call this 02. Email campaign, and I'm going to click clone. Yeah, okay. That it's what, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is not that late. I was going to try to give myself an excuse for acting a bit weird, but it's really not that late. Okay, this is email campaign 02. I'm just going to put in here placeholder for heaps and heaps of value. Save template. Okay, we're not going to create any more here because that's all you need to know for this stage. So what we're then going to do, so they're the email templates. Really important, by the way, in my personal opinion, to set them up as templates. You can also do template snippets, and then you can even add email snippets and do HTML and stuff like that as well. For now, I'm just going to keep it simple with the email templates here. So why is it so important to create the email templates here? The reason is that when you create the workflows, which I'll show you in a sec, the automation workflows that triggers and actually makes these things send out as an email campaign. If you're like, hey, I want to change it because I want to update it, I want, whatever it is, you can actually just come into here, and then you can just click on here, click sorry, not there, click on this, then you can edit this email draft, and then boom, your future, when new leads come into the email campaigns, they'll get this email sent instead, which is pretty sweet. Now we then go into automation. So they're the email templates, but hey, right now, if that's all you do, they're not going to be sent out. They're literally just sitting there. They're like bullets that are in a rifle, but the rifle needs to be triggered to fire. So again, I click on automations here. I click create workflow. I'm always going to start from scratch because I like to start from scratch. I'm going to call this email campaigns. Now, settings, generally, I always allow re-entry. Very good for testing. Because this gets you. If you test things, so let's say you wanted to test this functionality. If you're using the same email address to test, which I usually do, if you don't allow re-entry, it will not work. It just means the same person can't enter the same workflow. Probably could actually be useful to have this off once you're good in terms of the email campaigns in case people do it twice. That way they're not getting the same thing twice, if that makes sense. But then again, there's also sort of some workarounds. Anyway, we're just going to do this. So add new trigger. What I'm first going to do, I'm just going to pretend that I'm going to have a form submitted. There is no form here, but I'm just going to click save. That's a different video because triggers can be sort of other things. Will it actually allow me to do stuff? You're just going to have to take my word for it there. But whatever the trigger is, whether it's a meta ads lead, whatever it is, like however that works, there's a trigger. That's separate. Again, we can help you with this if needed. First thing we want to do is we want to add a contact tag. And then we want to say, we could call this, for instance, lead magnet lead as an example, whatever it is the tag that you want to add to the contact. This just adds a tag to the contact. Then what we're going to do is go to create opportunity. Actually, no, assign user. So if you want to assign it to a user, so someone to follow up, you can assign it to, let's say I'm going to assign it to James Smith for whatever reason. Let's just leave it at that. I'm going to click save. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create or update opportunity. And then we're going to just pretend I'm going to do leads. I'm going to just do a new lead. You might even have a separate lead just for the lead magnets, but that's okay. We're going to leave it as here. Opportunity name is going to be contact.name. That should be fine. Actually, I usually do it this way. Put opportunity name. Not sure if it makes a difference, but I'm just going to do what I usually do. At least we know it works. This can be fine. Leave this as open. So this is kind of, so just to explain what's happening here, the lead is going to have a tag added to them so you can segment them and you know what's going on in the future. Good for reporting, good for your email blast outs, things like that. Assign to user, we want to assign it to a particular user, not all the time, and create them, put them into the pipeline. This puts them into the pipeline. Really important. We want all our leads to go into a pipeline snapshot. If you don't know what a pipeline is, probably just watch some of my other videos. Okay. Then what we want to do is go to, well, you usually set up an internal notification, by the way, as well. So you would set that up to, let's say, to be an email from your business, and it can come from your business's email, and you can select it. Usually I'll just put in custom email, in which case we can actually put in location.email, and then if it's someone who works with us, we can do leads@courseofgrowth.com. But you don't need to have that there, whatever you want it to be sent. Then you can put in new lead magnet lead, and I'm really not going to go through all the nuts and bolts of this particular thing because this isn't as important. But the idea is that you could just put in, like for instance, new. Oh, you know, I'm just going to do it for completeness' sake. New lead magnet lead for location.name. Now here's a tip. Right now, I could type everything up, and then I lose it all, and I lose all my progress. I'm going to click Save Action. Actually, what do I need to... Now, I've put in the wrong character here. Whoopsie. There we go. I'm going to click Save. That way, because I've had it before, where I start typing up an epic, and then for some reason it doesn't save, and then I lose it all. Not good. I've learned the hard way. So we can do this full name. Whoopsie. Contact.name, and then we can put in here email. And also you can actually do this. Actually, I'm going to show you this. Click on custom values here, type an email. This is a much safer thing than what I'm doing. Contact email. So contact is the lead. Don't do user email. User is the like you or your team member. And put in here phone. And contact phone. I like to put it in raw format as well, just in case for whatever reason something, didn't load right. So contact phone raw, and anything else here, and then we're going to click Save Action. That's fine. Okay, so that's like the sort of the preliminary stuff, but it's really important to get this right. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, you can set up different workflows, but whatever, I'm showing you some stuff here, giving you some more value. Okay, let's go into actually sending the email. So we want to first do email, send email. We're then going to do from name, location.email, location.name. You can change if you want, but I'm just gonna do that. Email location.email. Remember, location being your business, whatever the settings are in the company profile or the business profile in Mammoth. Subject. So this is where the template doesn't have the subject. So I'm actually gonna do this. Contact.first_name. Here's your free resource as an example. Then this is what's cool. Now I can select a template and click the 01 email campaign. I can also click this button to edit and preview, which is pretty cool. Then I click save action. Now, what I then want to do is I want to wait a bit. So I'm going to click this and type in wait. And let's say I want to wait, maybe I want to wait 3 days. Or maybe, no, let's make it 1 day. But let's say I don't want to make it exactly 24 hours. That's a bit weird. So maybe what I want to do is I want to make it, maybe let's make it 17 hours as an example. Click save action. Now with this, I'm going to name this to wait 17 hours because it's going to be good for me to snapshot, especially as I build this thing out. I want to be able to see how long each thing waits. Then what I can do as well is click email, send email. Then I'm going to put in here again, location.name, location.email. I'm going to put in here, this is huge. I'm just making stuff up. Contact.first_name. And we're going to select template, O2 email campaigns, save action. And then what you would just do is then you would repeat again. I'm just going to show you, just create another wait, put it in for as long as you need. So let's say I want to make this one, maybe I want to make this, I'm just going to say here, 28 hours as an example. Why not? Just cause. Then I'll change this, click here again, wait 28 hours. And it's really, from here on in, it's just you're rinsing and repeating, and obviously you have to test. Always test, always test. Heck, you know what? I potentially could have missed a tiny little step because a lot of the time it's just you test and test to see, make sure everything looks good. So that's good to go. Now, what if you said, hey, Matt, what if I want to test the emails really fast and I want to wait this whole 17 hours? Well, what you can actually just do is you can go back to workflows and then you can just duplicate this workflow. So you can actually duplicate the workflows. Let's say I do this. Email campaigns _ test. So let's say I have a testing one, right? Now, first thing I want to make sure is I'll publish the one that I want to be active. So let's say I want to publish the test one. Remember, you've got to have a trigger as well. The trigger isn't here because that's separate. What I would then just do is I would just call this wait 5 minutes, or maybe wait 2 minutes. And then just change these 2 minutes. Now that one obviously doesn't need to wait too much. So that one was before nothing actually gets sent, but the idea is the same. And then what you could do is have them all come out in every 2 minute intervals or 1 minute, whatever you want to do. And then that way, this is really important. This is really important. So what you want to do is you need to make sure that that's published, that's on draft. That's good. So then what we want to do is once you've tested your campaigns, you go, yeah, they look good. Now I want them to actually send out not like 5 minutes basically between each other, but at a cadence that actually makes sense for your leads. You can go back to workflows. You can go ahead and click this, move this to draft workflow, because draft means it's not actually going to be used. You move this to publish workflow, and then boom, you are good to go. Assuming everything's set up and you've tested. Always test. Or you can use us, depending on what you want to do there. So what's next? What's next for you? What's next here? So you've probably seen that there's probably text or whatever. You can claim at this point in time, you can claim 2 weeks of Mammoth, which is the support. So what do you get with Mammoth? With Mammoth, you get the Mammoth Lite. I apologize, it's not Mammoth that you get the 2-week trial for $10. It's Mammoth Lite. What does Mammoth Lite come with? It comes with the done for you basic setup. So anything that needs to be set up so you can actually start using this, so you can start sending emails, you can start SMSing and calling your leads and having call recordings, actually using the software for what it needs to be to really get the maximum value from the get-go. The tech, painful stuff that needs to be done in the beginning, that's done for you. We'll tell you what we need, we'll set it up for you so you can hit the ground running. The stuff that needs to be done with you, so the things that you and your team, if you have a team, need to learn, we have training videos to support you, as well as you get dedicated customer support. What is the dedicated customer support? Imagine where you ask us for help with something and you get a video just like this with me on my team with our beautiful faces, or not beautiful in this particular case, and we go through exactly what you need and exactly what you don't need. Business owners tend to love that. Oh, and there's probably a text here. You probably already get it. But if you want a 3rd week for free, so a 3rd week of your 2-week trial, so 3 weeks really for $10, use the coupon code BHM on checkout. BHM, that's Big Hairy Mammoth. Okay, bye.